I am so smart. I am so smart. I am so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Am I supposed to get a sign here? There we go. Okay. Hello. Time to rally.
Yes,
Both a
the
little off
Jib.
the Jeb, the It's a Wonderful Jeb podcast
Wonderful Jib.
with your hosts Carney Code and Stupid Head.
We're going head to head right now, Dean. You and me. Battle for
We are.
first place.
You're 1-6
Oh
Carney
yeah, that's
Code
right. I'm not back.
Juggernaut. I'd say you could blame the points against, but you're pretty much right in the middle.
Nah. I was looking at the standings and I was noting that it's not perfectly so, but basically the standings are kind of in order of points scored. Not perfectly so. Freddie holds on to first place without being the leader in points, but we'll hold that.
Keith and Freddie are both 6-1 on the week, and Pat Donuts and Duff is leading in points.
I've
But
been
he's 5-2. I'm 5-2.
I've,
That's
yeah.
and
Do you feel this like do you feel lucky? Like have you
I am
like
somewhat.
things been bouncing your way?
I
Or
was
you just
definitely until last week. Actually, yeah. No, I was leading in least amount the points against until
mm,
Keith just overtook me and did
nice.
leading in points against, fewest points against. Actually, sort of
Look,
Freddie's got less
Freddie's
than
looking
me.
way up there.
You know what did it is Owen put a beat down on me. He scored almost 400 points last week.
Mm,
That was my
mm.
second loss. And then the week before
I,
that, I forget who I was playing, but I think it was Wolf or something. And I'd completely written it off. I was behind 50 points all week. And he had like 3 starters to my 0 going into Sunday. And I wake up on Monday morning, I still won by 2 points. It's like his starters crapped out.
I came within 4 points of Callahan's team this week. Everything fell apart for me on Sunday. It's just
That's
these are sad times. I feel like feels heavy, to be honest.
that's the juggernaut. I thought I had the page open. We did have something very interesting. Let me see if I can find it. Suds emailed me and does he eat my
Was
socks?
there like a points adjustment?
Yeah,
I,
definitely. I'm trying to. I should have dug that up.
I was
Really.
wondering. So this is gonna be the This is gonna be the reveal. I'm about to find out. I mean, I might have been told what that was, but I only saw the email. I was like, huh.
Yeah, I thought that was posted
Did
in. Oh, there it is.
did somebody go from like winning to losing? Was it like
Yeah, that's never
impactful?
happened. I don't think before. There was a points adjustment. 2 players on each team for a good like 1, 2 points. Donuts and Duff ended up and so Eat My Socks and Suds' team, and he emailed me. He's like, "Wait, what's going on?" I was like,
So
"I'm
wait,
just a commish,
so in the end, one team. I mean, in the beginning, like Tom showed that he won,
Yeah,
but
by like two
then it
points,
flipped on him.
and then his
That's
two got detracted, and I think Pat had plus 1 or 2 points each, so it ended up Pat was Donuts and Duff won 251 to 250 and
that'd be
change.
hard to get happy after that. That's
And now let's
pretty
see
heavy
what
stuff
the
there.
standings
I'm gonna
there
make a
say.
note.
Oh, that's important. They're 1 game off. They're in Donuts and Duff are in second place at 5-2, and Eat My Socks is 4-3. So that would have been flipped. Let's hope it doesn't come down to it. I mean, it
How many
was
how many games about? Is it like 22 games
22.
usually?
Yeah, 22.
22.
It might be 23 this year. That was another weird
If
thing about this year when we first set it up. I don't know why, but it just seemed like when I was setting up the league that I was running into a schedule problem. Like there was an extra week or something schedule. Let's see, team full schedule.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
just
am I would like to
yeah,
protest this
23
season.
games. All right,
At
good.
this
Yeah,
point, I am considering this season to be like an asterisk season.
What's the excuse? What's the official asterisk?
I haven't figured it out yet. I'm working on it though. It's more like it's just, like it's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you've got, we're on week 7 and there's 23 games, so you've got 16, 15 plus weeks to come up with an excuse. I've rallied from worse. I won 1 of 5 one year and ended up in the playoffs. I didn't
I
win or
would
anything, but I made the playoffs.
when I look at my team, it's not looking so hot. And now they're gonna take Max Fried from me. Fear.
Sure, blame the team. Oh, yeah. Steve mentioned that Max Fried got a little elbow. Oh, that is never good. I mean, as far as
Apparently,
Yankees,
if pain over here is like the UCL, his is over here. Or apparently like
did they say that word?
where
Did they say the magic word UCL?
they basically said it in the form of doesn't look like UCL because the pain is on the outer part of the elbow, not in it.
Right,
Dean,
right.
I have to tell you, I know I already told you this, but this is for our viewers. Dean and I are hungover a little bit.
Yes. Oh, we didn't say that? See, I'm so hungover, I forgot to mention it.
I didn't
Uh,
honestly. It didn't occur to me that that's why I'm so like dumpy today. But I don't drink a lot, but
no,
I
you don't.
I drank at the soccer fields last night.
Yeah, that's an excuse. Yeah, I thought it was maybe allergies or something, but you're a full-fledged we are simpatico. All right. Welcome, Freddie Pantoja, the $1 million first place maybes. Sorry, I
Tell
didn't
us
want you
about the
to
jersey you just showed us, Freddie.
tell us about the jersey. What are you wearing today,
Sure.
Freddie?
So a little show and tell, a nod to Carrie's favorite movie, baseball movie from episode 4, the Peekskill Parks. So I just hit 24 years living in Peekskill, and as the
Woo!
story goes, Peekskill Parks, which is the jersey that Madonna wears in the tryouts.
Oh, no shit.
Ah,
Uh, it's a
Nice.
fictional team, unlike the Rockford Peaches,
Okay.
but as it goes is Penny Marshall, who was born in the Bronx and directed the movie. It's
yeah,
believed that
Legend.
she put this in the movie as a nod to Hudson Valley baseball and more specifically to Peekskill's deep
yeah.
baseball history.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. I
So
love it.
the
Well, you got
second
a
she
whole
said that in episode 4, I said I've got to do a little show and tell. Then she also mentioned going to museum to see autographed baseballs by
Yes.
the girls.
which is down by
I
her.
picked up, yeah, I picked up at the 2013 All Star convention at Jacob Javits Center an autographed All American Girls
Yes.
Professional League Baseball signed by Shirley
Outstanding.
Jerkovich and by Maybelle Blair.
Very
That's
cool. Look
I
at
love
that.
Yeah,
that. I
so
love that.
Carrie, shout out to you.
Yeah, yeah. There's
And
also
Maybelle Blair actually still alive, 99 years old, and as I understand it, going strong.
which one was she? Was she the sister or was she Gina Davis?
So she was not in the movie. She was heavily involved in the making of the movie. Shirley Berkovich was in the movie. She was one of the older players in the reunion at the
Yes,
end of the movie.
that's right. They did bring the real ones
Yes.
back for when they toured a
Yep.
bad aging makeup job on Gina Davis, who's also usually so beautiful. I love her, but that was a little
So,
weird.
so, so 24 years in peak skill, 20 years in the Jeb.
Yeah, I
Where did you
think
grow up, Freddie?
22nd year.
22nd? 22nd year?
2005, I believe, was my
You
first
Dirty
year.
Dogs,
Oh, that makes
2005, the Kiss
sense.
'em
Yeah.
Constants, third time charmers. You
Yeah,
won in 2016 as the Globex Scorpios. You
Yes.
nice.
got your ring.
Anything over 15, I just estimate.
Yeah.
20,
Which
22.
yeah, and by the way, Rich, thanks for the nod on some of
The
my
million
creative
dollar
names.
maybes.
And
Mm,
to
Yeah,
answer your inquiring minds, about half of the names are
yeah.
direct mentions of The Simpsons.
yep.
Early on, I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, but early on, I wasn't quite drinking the Kool-Aid, but I did throw in a couple of names. But
That's the
about
same with
halfway
me.
through, about
Yeah.
2016, 2017, I jumped on the bandwagon and started doing my research. As you said, you can watch one episode and get a bunch of
Oh,
ideas for names.
Yeah.
that's all you
And
need.
I think Rockin' Ricans was the only one where I deviated from
Scooper
Simpsons.
from some
Otherwise,
pros.
I have
You,
Nice
a
streak.
nice run going.
well,
I love
you
it.
stole because I never like to repeat, so I always check the master list before I come up with my name. And you stole slack-jawed troglodytes. That was on my short list. I was like, ah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
And Million Dollar Maybes is the episode where Homer wins the $1,000,000 playing the lottery, but he wasn't supposed to be there. He was supposed to be with Marge, so he hid it from her. So so that's
Legend.
where that name came from. And I thought it was a nice shout out to all of these multi-million-dollar players who
And
don't do much but cry.
you know, it occurs to me too that no one's ever used the Springfield isotopes. I don't think that's a gimme. Is it too
Yeah,
obvious?
true that.
It might be. Are you sure though? I bet you somebody has something.
Oh, actually, last year Tom was isotopes Doodle Dandy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to do a search on this document right now.
Freddie,
We're
how do
supposed
you
to be
like your
talking.
team? You're pretty hot out of the gate.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
was
lost
fast out of the
you lost your
gates.
big guy, but
Rice.
Yes, yeah, Keith has become my nemesis, my main rival. I think if you look at our records, he's 123, I've 121,
nice.
and more often than not, they're pretty close. He beat me what by like 5 or 6 points this time around.
Yeah, I'm
So
noting. I'm gonna fuel
You got
that
Tariq
rivalry.
Skubal.
yeah, but he
Is he
did
coming
bring me.
back?
He
He's down. He's down for a few months.
Yeah, is he coming back at
Yeah,
all? I
yeah,
mean, he's
I know. I stole Kubo from under you, Dean,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it might backfire. Well,
yeah, right.
if
Thank you
he
for
comes
that.
back the Cy Young version of himself for the second half, I think I'll be all right.
What's
There
it
you go.
say? Expected out. Oh, June 29, half a season.
Yeah,
That's not too bad. It's not like
yeah,
we got the Max Fried thing going on right now.
yeah.
Freddie,
That doesn't bode well. That looks elbow. Anytime you mention elbow and pitcher.
I feel
Agree.
bad because those players do not want to attach themselves to my team this year because that's just a bad luck
He
train.
tanked.
No
He's like,
skill, no
adios.
luck, just. But Freddie, where did you grow up? Where like what's your hometown or hometowns or what?
Yeah, raised in the Bronx, born in Brooklyn, moved to the Bronx as an infant, and raised there. Yeah, so
Two of the five boroughs got covered.
I
Yeah.
have two of the five
Well, if
covered.
you Dean and me are from the North Bronx. That's the sixth borough.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yeah,
people call it Westchester, but that
Westchester.
doesn't have
yeah.
quite the street.
You know, I was watching some too, and I just came across Stanley Tucci was born in Peekskill.
Ah,
The
yeah.
actor, not ball player. I don't think he would be a very good actor as a ball player either, but he's great. Love him. Devil Wears Prada 2 is out right now.
Yeah,
Peekskill, the
there are a
pride of
few
Peekskill.
notables from Peekskill. Some famous, some infamous. Paul
Joey, is
Rubens
Ah,
is from Peekskill, and yeah, some others.
that Pee Wee Herman? No.
Pee Wee
yeah,
Herman,
That is
yes.
okay, yeah. It's been a while.
yeah, the
There's a
one and only.
restaurant. There's a long time restaurant here called Gleason's, named after Jackie Gleason, who lived here a few years.
Was an
So
excellent pool player. That whole when they did
yes,
the Hustler, he did all his own shots. Those were
oh,
real. Yeah, with the
very cool. Yeah,
who's the
Mhm.
guy?
Nice.
I'm so hungover now. Can't
yeah.
think of the
But
guy's name. He's the most
speaking on
famous.
injuries, is it just me, or is there an unusually higher amount of injuries early on?
I had four pitchers on the IL. I just had to
Yeah,
rotate them on and
Yeah.
off.
yeah. I don't know statistically
You have
if it is.
five. You have five IL red marks
It
on your
feels
team.
like it.
I've got a
Yeah.
bunch. Yeah, I've got a
Odd.
bunch. I dropped a couple.
Yeah.
And to
Steven
add
Matz,
insult
I'm,
to
Skubal.
injury, my catcher was sent to the minors. The Marlins, yeah, sent their catcher.
They should. Well, you know what's funny too? Just reading Cal Raleigh actually just broke because he was 0 for 34, I think, on the streak. And
Yeah,
he was a first round pick, I believe. I mean, he should have gone first round, maybe win the second, but that's gotta hurt.
yeah.
Speaking of
You,
catchers who are underperforming.
Freddie, let me ask you this. This topic has come up a few times. Like, how do you feel about our waiver wire? Do we have like the right balance of roster spots? Like, like is there value out there?
I believe there is. So yeah, I've had a bunch of injuries, so I've spent a fair amount of time researching who's available, and I've gotten lucky this year. Um, I picked up Elder again, another nod to Carrie and her Atlanta Braves. I picked
Yeah,
up Elder in week one, and he's my top pitcher right now. He's like top 7 or 8 in the league right now. I've got Matt, I picked up Mats along the way. I picked up Robleski from the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Picked up Roop from the Giants. And that first week I activated them, they all had like between 35 and 45 points. So I picked up
that's the
Grissom.
magic touch.
Yeah, I'm a Yankee fan. I picked up Grissom along the way, and he's starting to show signs of
They
what he
do.
did last year.
Yeah,
So for the
yeah.
most part, it's worked out for me. So I think there is value.
Well,
You
is it deep enough? Like, Richard, were you asking if like our rosters are too big, too small, or just right? And that leaves that if we increase it by one or two, that hits the waiver wire, it becomes the available free agents diminishes by that position or two. Or should we add an
Well, I
IL
mean,
spot
yeah.
at this
I
rate? Add a pitcher IL, pitcher
no,
only IL.
I think Freddie's feedback was kind of right in where I was thinking. I have not. I've picked up what seemed like value, but nothing's hitting for me this year. It's just like bad luck, schlep rock. It's just my whole life has like this sad trombone. My fantasy baseball life has a sad trombone just
Yeah,
going
I'm
on.
not used to
Wah,
seeing you in the
wah,
cellar.
wah.
I feel I feel sorry for myself. Like, I just look in the mirror and I'm like, you don't deserve this, bro.
Looking at standings.
Um,
Um,
Something to think about. So you're tossing around the idea of reducing the rosters by one slot, or
I sometimes think about it. I sometimes wish like there is quality on the waivers, but like I would love it if there was like even a little bit more competition, like, where everybody's holding one or two people, where it's just like, just get some movement going. I don't know.
would that in turn would it like juice the trade market? That's one thing I'd be interested in exploring is somehow putting tweaking it like MLB tweaks everything every
Yeah.
now and then.
I
How can we
I
juice the
want
trade
to
market?
I want to plant a seed. I'm
Because we
not
get
changing the subject, but I want to plant a seed for draft pick trading. I think CBS has that
Oh yeah, no,
leverage.
it's definitely an option.
Oh, is it?
We had it
Okay.
one year and no one did
Is
it.
it?
And
Yeah.
you tried.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, part of it is we don't play keepers, so it's not like you can trade players for draft
Right.
picks, like a real league or something.
Right.
You're
Right.
basically trading draft picks. Like you want to swap my first rounder for two second rounders or something, and
Yeah.
it just never took off. And I mean, I can enable it, and it does, I don't think it'll cost us anything.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't think many people use it unless you get
Can
into the
we
later rounds, like two
can we do
15s first.
multi-team trades
What's
at this
that?
time? Can we do multi-team trades?
like three-way trades, ain't you?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I doubt it, just because it
Yeah.
seems like
It'd be complicated.
as far as like a database or like an interface, from a purely website standpoint, it might be difficult, but here's nothing stopping you from having a three-way conversation and figuring it out.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
potential new features, any sense of how the holds are playing out?
Oh,
Is that making a difference for anyone?
I
The first week I had a guy, I drafted one of the top holds guys
yeah.
from last year, and I also was sporting two or three IL starters, so it came in handy. He got me like 9 or 10 points, but
Yeah.
I also
I
picked up a second closer when one went down. Milwaukee, KC or Ursig or whatever his name is. Um, so I got my second closer to fill that void, and he's getting me like 20 points a week instead of the
I did pick up a setup guy in the draft, and in his first three appearances, it was like 0.0 innings pitched, 10 hits, 11 runs. And I was like, I don't think he's going to grab the closer spot anytime soon either. But
Well, that's it too with the holds because you're getting the middle reliever, and so you're not going to get the save points. So if they do anything bad, it's like multiplied by three,
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah.
just not going to make up for it.
What about you, Freddie? Do you have any relievers at this time in your?
I don't have any middle relievers. I do
Yeah.
have, I think, three closers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But
And
didn't
they've been hit or miss so far. Palencia got me a save last night, but
Oh, that's who
they've
that
been,
is.
yeah.
I didn't recognize him. I'm looking at your roster, and I was
Yeah,
like,
for the
"Who the hell is he?"
Cubs.
Yeah, let's look at your roster.
Yeah,
Let's
not bad, not
let's
bad.
bu-
Yeah, two
break down this
saves.
Yeah,
guy.
I've got
Assistant
some
reg.
good some big horses. I've got again the Braves. I've got Olson. I
Oh,
think
Olsen came
he's
around.
leading all hitters. Yeah,
Um,
it's really shocking to look at the top of the batters list and the familiar names are not there. No Otani, no Juan
right,
Soto, no
right.
no Bobby Witt. They're not in like top 10 or even maybe top 15 right now.
Otani, Dean, I remember this came up in like one of our earlier episodes, and Otani didn't bat during one of his starts. And it was like the fourth start. It was the first time he didn't bat, and he
Right.
hasn't been batting while he pitches, and
He hasn't been batting. He's in a slump too. He's batting like
he's in a
180
slump.
for May or something, which is surprising.
And Junior Caminero,
And you got Matt Olson in the fourth round. That was a steal
Yeah,
because he's been
absolutely.
dropping the last couple of years. I mean, he deserved a fourth round pick,
Yeah,
but
but
he's
he's
overperformed
off to a great start.
because he
Then
used
I've
to be a
got
first
James
round.
Wood from the Nationals, who's I think he might be third on the list.
mm.
But then he's also on the flip side, he's attempting he's going for the strikeout record again. I think he came close. He had like 220, 221 strikeouts recently, and he's already at like in the 60s. So he's on
Mhm.
pace to break, I think it's like 223 or something like that, the single season strikeout record.
Oh boy.
So yeah, he's getting me a lot of points, but he's losing me a bit as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Now you picked Scooble up, which sucks because that was your first round draft pick, and you didn't pick up another pitcher until you closer in the eighth round, and then
Yep.
you went pitcher heavy. They're like four of
Yep.
your next five picks.
Mm.
Duran, Imanaga, Ladolo, Palencia,
Mm.
Brendan
Yeah,
Donovan. How are
going
you
into the
doing so good? I
draft.
don't recognize half your names. Nice
Yeah,
digging
I was
though.
really determined this year to not pick players too soon. And
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think for
dude.
what it's worth, the summary report that the website spits out, I think verified that I did a pretty good job at
Yeah, I thought
picking them up.
I kind of oscillated before the draft between doing that and approaching it logically and going after talent. And then I was like, no, I just want my guys. And then what happened in the draft is I just kept on trying to go after my guys, but without a plan. And I was always a step behind. And yeah,
That worked out for you, huh?
it sure did. It sure did. It sure did.
Nice. Now, Freddie, it's been 10 years, the 2016 Globex Scorpio. So you do.
I'm
Good to see you
due.
up
I've had
top.
a few second place and third place finishes, but yeah,
So you get your
got
money's
to,
worth.
got to the
Yeah,
top just once. So yeah,
it's tough.
I'm gonna keep navigating these injuries and see if I can hang in there until Scooble gets back.
Roman
Yeah.
Anthony, how long is he down for? May 22nd? A couple weeks.
Yeah,
He's been
like
tanking anyway, though.
injured his wrist swinging.
I mean, I hate to root against the Red Sox. No, wait, I love to root against the Red Sox. I got one pitcher on from the Red Sox, so it pains me, but that one day a week I can root for him.
I
Not
do.
Bello, I hope, because
Yeah, it's not
Bello's
that
off to a terrible start.
I have held Red Sox players, but I think it's an accurate statement. I don't ever remember having a Red Sox player, to be honest.
I wouldn't doubt that. You hold a grudge. You're a deep
Yeah.
holder of grudges. A holder of deep grudges. Um, we
That's it.
are
I wanted
Now you went to your movie shirt. You got your movie shirt, so by
Is that your
default,
movie call? Or I know that's a
No, this
call
is
out.
not my movie call.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so I gave it some thought. I think I'm gonna go with The Sandlot.
Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah,
Right.
And the crowd
so
goes wild.
Yeah.
a lot about that movie resonates with me. I grew up in the
Yeah.
South Bronx,
Yeah.
playing on unkept fields,
Yeah.
and really it was all about not letting anything keep us away from doing what we
Yeah.
loved. And every chance we got,
100%.
and in the South Bronx, we didn't have a dog named Hercules, but there were other types of dangers we had to avoid.
Yeah.
Humankind.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at
So
that.
so yeah, and just the messages the movie has about following your heart, taking risks,
The guy steals a kiss
friendships.
from the
I've got
lifeguard.
friendships from the Bronx that 40, 50 years later are just as
Yeah,
strong.
totally.
So yeah, that's a great movie.
True
And
baseball. I think that's one of the reasons we've had almost no turnover for like 3 or 4 years now. But it is baseball, and baseball, it has that weird tie. It creates those ties, community, and just friendship,
It
and
does.
father-son stuff too.
I was just thinking, Freddie, as you're kind of telling us this, like, and I'm sure Dean has the same thing, like, and this is all sort of like a Yankee story, sort of, but it's just like when like the lore of being from the Bronx to us, I think is just like, oh, and like even the idea of a Sandlot game, like, and kind of finding the field and finding the games. Um,
Yeah, you
yeah,
had to pick the
it's just
Sandlot.
legendary. Yeah, it's just
It was
like
predestined.
lore. Yeah.
Excellent choice. Excellent
yeah, and
choice.
just grew up minutes from Yankee Stadium, maybe a
This
20-minute walk from the stadium.
Did you go
I
to a lot
have
of games
a
as a kid? Did you walk over?
Oh, I did. The bleachers back in the day were a
Fuck yeah.
buck 50.
yeah.
I remember
I
going with my dad. That's all he could afford, and it made no difference to
yeah,
me.
Oh, you're
yeah,
probably about our age, give or take. So
yeah.
that would be like in the late 70s or mid 70s. You're just going to see the games.
Yeah, I was born in 68, so
Yeah.
yeah, 70s.
66.
Yeah.
Um, and then the dreadful 80s when they weren't very good.
They were actually
They
not
won a
good
lot
enough.
of games. They just couldn't win
They
titles.
Yeah,
came in second place, I think, every year in the 80s, but never
I
got
think
first.
they had the best
never
record
got first. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they
just
had the best single through the decade. I think they had the best record. But yeah,
something
Oh,
was
okay.
just off, though. Something was just a little off.
there's a little off.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we hit our time mark here. Freddie,
Oh,
excellent seeing you.
awesome.
We'll keep you
Nah,
on the
this
short
was a
list for.
treat.
I want to throw one thing out there. This is kind of, the North Bronx thing that me and Dean and others can kind of hold on to.
Mhm.
Made it to Yankee Stadium in 5 songs off of Who's Next. The truth is it was 4 songs, but you won't believe it. So I'll just say 5 songs. From our house, Dean, to Yankee Stadium, 5 songs off Who's Next. That's how far. We can't improve it. Don't look it up. Don't get off your AI.
Wait, you mean like it's one of those Dark Side of the Moon Wizard of Oz things where if you start the recording as you leave the driveway,
Yeah.
you'll pull into Yankee Stadium and
Yeah.
5 songs?
100%.
I like that. I like that. Instead of the weekly Simpsons quote, let's leave with that bit of knowledge.
Ooh. Okay. I love it. Freddie, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you. Thank you for this very
Good
special
luck.
treat.
Give me that
Good luck
Joey
this year.
Marshall music.
Hello.
Hello, Dean. You're a stupid head.
Homer, is that you?